Hey y'all. There's this infomercial, these new wave cookers, and it doesn't cook. It cooks by stimulating the something in the pan. You got to use a metal pan, one that can be, a magnet will stick to. And as I found out the other day, you have to use a thick bottom pan because I tried to use a big soup pan and it's thin and it was metal and the magnet would stick to it, but I put it on 375 degrees and the next thing you know the bottom was warping in it. So it's kind of weird. If you've not seen the infomercial, they show a pan with a cutout in it and you can actually touch the burner and the pan's sitting there frying eggs. So it does something. It's kind of like some kind of chemical reaction. I'm not that smart. But anyways, my dad got, they're buy one, get one free, and he got them, and he kept one for himself. It works real well for him because he's got a hard time getting around, and it's easier for him to sit down and cook than it is to be able to stand at the stove. With me, it's not such, and I just looked at it as a fancy hot plate, but I've used it a few times, and I like it. I think it's growing on me. I think it's better than that. It kind of discounts it to call it a hot plate because I think it's more than that. But one of the cool things you can do with it is you can control the temperature from 100 and some degrees to 575. You can actually sear a steak. So yeah, we're gonna try that. But one of the cool things is that you can make candy. They send you a pan, fondue pan. In this case, we're going to make some s'mores candies. And it allows you to regulate the temperature so that once you get your chocolate melted, you can keep it liquefied and you don't have to worry about burning it. So that's really nice. So anyways, he was in a candy store. He told me about these candies he saw. We talked about it. I think I might be able to make something pretty close to it and it'll be good. I think everybody, as a kid, liked s'mores. When you heard the rustling of the graham cracker bag, that mom was getting out the stuff to make s'mores. So that's what we're going to try to make some s'more candies today. And what you're going to need is obviously graham crackers, marshmallows, and chocolate. So let me get this chocolate melted up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hopefully these things turn out pretty good. Alright, well I figured while the chocolate was melting, we'd get the graham crackers crushed up. And I'm just using Nabisco. I was amazed at the different choices in graham crackers. It used to just be a simple graham cracker, but anymore you got several choices. So in order to keep these things, I think, at a manageable size, it's going to be important to get this graham crackers crushed up as least as small as you can. You still want chunks. You don't want necessarily dust, but I think, again, to make them so that they're not, huge, big mammoth things, you're going to want these cookies to be small because the marshmallows are, they're the mini marshmallows, but still, one or two of those will probably make a serious size candy. Maybe not, but anyways, I'm kind of going on just what I think. But as you can see, all I'm doing is just breaking up these graham crackers with my hands. They're nice and fresh. So I got 2 bags of dark chocolate chips melting. So let's start with one package of the graham crackers, and we'll take a look at it once we put that in and see how it works. Now, one of the claim to fames of this high-fangled hot plate is that because of the process, the way that it cooks, it heats up faster. And I'll be honest with you, it melted 2 bags of chocolate chips in less than 5 minutes to really nice consistency. And you weren't, it wasn't like it was on high and it was bubbling or anything. So I did that at 160 to melt them down, and now I've cranked it back to 100. And the nice thing with that is, if you've made anything candy, anything like that, is that when you're messing with the stove, you're always trying to adjust it to keep it liquefied because, sometimes you got to make more than one batch. This, you just set at 100 degrees, and I guess for all day that chocolate would stay melted. How cool is that? But anyways, what we'll do is we'll add graham crackers and should have opened the bag. This could be a disaster. Of marshmallows. And I'm just eyeballing to what I think would be a good consistency for something like this. And I think with it being 100 degrees, I don't think it's going to melt those marshmallows, which is what you exactly want. So, I've used this just a couple of times, and I'll be honest with you, I'm starting to go to it. I'm starting to think, what can I do? What can I make with that? Because it does seem to work. Being able to control your temperature digitally on a stovetop is a nice feature. So that's one package of the graham crackers, 2 bags of chocolate chips, and about half the bag of marshmallow to this point. Oops. Quiz will get a little something there, won't you? I'm going to put maybe another half a thing of graham crackers in it and a little bit more marshmallows. Let me ground up them graham crackers. I'll be right back. So here we go. Now that's a package and a half total. 2 bags of got gnats. So if you see things flying around, they're gnats. I've been trying to get them, but they are winning right now. And maybe just another sprinkle, light sprinkle of marshmallows. Oh, I knew it could get messy. And I think that's going to do it. And I want to mix them up so that everything's covered. Well, I think those marshmallows are going to stick out no matter what you do. But to me, that looks about like the right consistency. And we're just going to move right through this. I've got a cookie sheet. You know, I like to put aluminum foil, a little non-stick on it. That works well for me. And I'm going to use a soup spoon. Let me do this. Let me scoop these out, and then I'll bring you back and show you the pan. That's going to be the best way to do it. Alright, as you can see, I just took in, like I said, I got a piece of aluminum foil and a cookie sheet and put a little non-stick on it, and I'm going to let them cool. I just scooped out what I thought would be a nice sized candy. A little bit big, but that's the way I like things. But anyways, that's next thing to do is just let them cool. And while this is happening, you can see that the New Wave cooker is keeping the rest of it where it needs to be so that I can do this thing in batches and I don't have to worry about burning it. So it's pretty cool. But anyways, once I get these cooled down and all hardened up, we'll give them a taste test, see what they're like. There you go. I get lazy at the end when I got to do stuff like this. I just start making big ones. You know what I'm saying? But I would recommend that that's probably a good size to make right there. If you're making for your family for the holidays or whatever. But like I said, I use dark chocolate just because when I can, I like to. Well, those are good. Yeah, surprise. Those are really good. Yeah, there you go. S'mores. Trust me when I tell you, they're good. Hope you all have enjoyed it. See ya.